name is Jimmy, and today I'm going to be reviewing and talking about the Catellis K800 2000 watt fat tire all-terrain electric bike. For starters, I'm just going to jump right in. For starters, you can see I'm 6'3". I weigh about 240, maybe 245 with a big breakfast this morning. And this thing is heavy duty. It supports me, it supports my height, it supports my weight. It's got a very heavy duty aluminum frame. The back rack is even about an inch thick as far as the bars. Heavy duty aluminum. The entire structure, the entire framework, the tires themselves, the rims, the whole build is extremely heavy duty. So how many miles have I put on the bike so far? About 200, 250, somewhere in there. I could go on here and check on the LCD screen. I will in a moment. But I've ridden it for a good month now, quite consistently. All terrains, you can see I'm on grass here. I'm going to show you a video in a minute of me going through the grass, going down bike trails, on the road, and just exactly what kind of speeds we're looking at, particularly for me at 240 pounds. So if you're around 180, 200, 220, you know, it'll give you an idea of how fast it'll go for you. Just to get you a little excited before I get to that, on a flat surface on the road, this big guy is going about 32 miles an hour after about 10 seconds. So very satisfying. If you're driving in town, you can keep up with cars. You will see a little bit more of that a couple minutes later into the video here. But I just want to talk about a couple of the main features of the bike that really stick out. You know, the big battery power. It's a 48 watt, 23 amp hour battery. So this thing, you know, it's going to take you about 50 miles, depending on the terrain, of course. Mostly flat terrain, you're going to get a good 50 to 55 miles out of this battery. And that's going top speeds. That's really having fun and really pulling the throttle. On that note, the throttle, you can just use it like a motorcycle, like a dirt bike. It's full electric capability. If you want to change that, you can, but you can twist the throttle, sit back, and just ride it like a motorcycle, like a dirt bike if you want to. It's also got pedal assist, so if you're not pulling the throttle and you just start pedaling, it's going to help you out. And you can adjust the settings of that on the LCD screen. I'll talk a little bit more about that. I'll show you how to do that a little bit. And it's got a lot of settings that you can change and adjust. It's got a lot. So let's see, what else? I don't know. The kickstand, healthy. The pedals, healthy. I put my own seat on here. You always want to wear a helmet with a bike like this. This is no joke, this bike. I'm being serious. You know, I was saying in town I can keep up with all the cars if I want to. Some cars don't know what to do when I'm on the side of the road because I'm going the same speed as them. So I just want to urge people to be actually cautious because this bike is so legitimate and fast. It's kind of like having a motorcycle in town. You know, I get going 32 after, like I said, about 10 seconds. So, you know, that's legit. This isn't, you know, you got to really practice safety on this thing. And you really got to make people aware on the road what you're doing. Use your hand signals when you're turning, the whole 9 yards, because this is the real deal. This really is.
All right, let's talk about some of the features of the bike. So each tire has its own 1,000 watt motor totaling 2,000 watts. Here's the back. You can see the heavy duty construction. Check out the back rack here. That's real thick, heavy duty. It's got fenders to stop water from kicking up. This is a brake light. It actually lights up when you pull the brakes. It doesn't just light up and stay lit up for safety. It actually turns on and off when you brake, letting cars know and letting people know that you are stopping, which is awesome. A great safety feature. It's got a light on the front that can stay on, that clicks on and off real easy. It's a nice bright LED light. You know, this is the front tire, 1,000 watt motor. It's got a suspension fork in the front that you can adjust, you can lock. And yeah, that helps depending on what terrain you're going to be going on. The wiring, it's all done really well. It's just, you know, it's legit. I don't know what else to say. It's legit. They really take their time. It's a well-constructed bike. This is a Shimano 21-speed gear system on top of the motor. You've got a 21-speed Shimano quality gear system. So if you want to pedal, you can pedal. If you want to do pedal assist, it's legit. If your bike dies, you can go into high gears and you can pedal this baby. It's going to be a little tough. Your legs are going to hurt a little bit, but it's doable. So this is a phone holder here. This has got a USB charger to it. That's pretty awesome. This is the LED screen. It's going to show you. This is the controller. It's got the power button on the bottom and control buttons on the side. One for the light to dim and brighten the LED screen. I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. So it shows you miles per hour or kilometers per hour if you want it to. You can change that setting. The yellow number there is the gear, the electric gear that it's in. 5 is the most powerful. 1 is the least powerful. It's got those settings there that you can adjust by clicking the button on the side of the controller. My odometer tells me I've got about 140 miles right now. I reset it after about a week and a half to 2 weeks of heavy riding. So I'm right at about 250 miles doing this review. I added that on. It's a custom seat, but the seat that comes with the bike is big, is pretty comfortable. But you know, that's going to be a personal option depending on, you know, how big you are in your body style and all that good stuff. So yeah, heavy duty pedals that it comes with. That's my lock. It doesn't come with a lock. You're going to want a good lock for the bike. That's a custom stem, but it's very easy to put on when you assemble the bike. Now, it probably would have started there, but I added a big old stem because of my height. That helps me a lot, so I don't have to crouch over. Okay, now as far as assembly goes, you have to put on one of the tires and the handlebars and the fenders and the back rack. But that doesn't take very long. It only takes about an hour, hour and a half, depending on how good you are with this kind of stuff. So really not bad. The kickstand is heavy duty. You don't have to worry about that. I've had bikes before where the kickstand won't even hold the weight of the bike up, and it's just absolute BS. So nothing to worry about there. Overall, it's just a really strong build. It really is. The battery locks into place. So no one can just walk up to the bike and pull the battery. It's a $650 value battery, okay? 48 watts, 23 amp hours. It's legit. So I added those stickers. It's a good way to scare people off. Maybe you do want to get GPS because this is such a beautiful bike, especially when you get it in sharp lime green like this. So yeah, I'm excited about this thing. I love it to death. Alright, just a quick video for you guys about the lights, the brake lights, and some other features that you can add to the bike with 20, 30, 40 bucks to keep it nice and safe and protected. I'll start by turning on the lights. It's got a headlight. Pretty bright. You'll see a video of me riding when it's not even dark and you can tell how bright it is. So that's the headlight. It's a nice bright LCD. It's no joke. Very heavy duty. You can rotate it back and forth.